Imagine spending 4 years in college. You study late at night, you take out student loans, you stress over exams. You graduate with a degree in computer science, or graphic design, or law. You are told that this piece of paper is your ticket to the American dream. You are told that if you have a skill, you will always have a job. Now, imagine waking up on a Tuesday morning in 2026. You open your laptop. You see a news headline: new AI model can write code 100 times faster than a human, for free. You scroll down. AI design tool replaces entire art departments. You feel a cold knot in your stomach. It's not just a headline. It's your reality. The skill you spent 10,000 hours mastering, the skill that defines who you are, is now an app on a teenager's phone. Welcome back to Silicon Shock. We have talked about the death of privacy. We have talked about digital lovers. But today, we are talking about the death of your professional identity. We are talking about the great replacement of skills. This isn't about immigrants taking jobs. This isn't about outsourcing to another country. This is about outsourcing to a non-biological intelligence that lives in the cloud, never sleeps, never asks for a raise, and never complains. For the last 100 years, we believed a comfortable lie. We believed that technology would only replace muscle jobs. We thought machines would dig ditches, assemble cars, and carry heavy boxes, while humans would do the thinking work. We thought our creativity and our intellect were safe. We were wrong. The AI revolution is happening in reverse. It didn't come for the construction worker first, it came for the writer. It came for the coder. It came for the translator. It came for the analyst. The white-collar sanctuary has been breached. Let's look at the subconscious fear that keeps the American middle class awake at night. Irrelevance. In the 20th century, the worst thing that could happen to you was exploitation. You might be underpaid, you might be overworked, but you were needed. The boss needed you to run the machine. The economy needed you to buy products. In the 21st century, the worst threat is not exploitation. It is irrelevance. What happens when the economy doesn't need you at all? Historian Yuval Noah Harari calls this the rise of the useless class. These are people who are not just unemployed, but unemployable. No matter what they learn, an AI can do it better and cheaper by the time they finish their degree. Think about the psychological impact of this. In the United States, the first question people ask at a party is, "So, what do you do?" Your job is your identity. It is your status. It is how you prove your worth to society. If you take that away, who are you? If an AI can write a better novel than you, paint a better picture than you, and diagnose a disease better than a doctor, where does human dignity go? We are facing a crisis of purpose. We are looking at a future where millions of people might be sitting at home, living on a government check, universal basic income, staring at screens, wondering why they exist. This brings us to the fantasy of the post-work world. Tech billionaires love to sell us a utopia. They say, "Don't worry. AI will do all the boring work. You will be free to write poetry and garden and spend time with your family." It sounds beautiful. It sounds like heaven. But let's look at the dark side of that fantasy. Humans need struggle. We need challenges. We need to overcome obstacles to feel good about ourselves. If everything is easy, if you can generate a masterpiece with a single prompt, does it have any value? Imagine a world where everyone is a creator, but no one is an artist. An artist suffers for their work. An artist spends years learning how to hold a brush. That struggle gives the art its soul. But in the age of generative AI, the struggle is gone. The result is a flood of perfect content that feels empty. We are drowning in mediocrity, and what about the economy? The Great Replacement creates a terrifying concentration of wealth. In the past, if you built a car company, you needed thousands of workers. You had to pay them. That money circulated in the economy. In the AI future, if you build a software company, you might only need 3 people and 1,000 AI agents. Who gets the profit? The three people. The gap between the AI owners and the AI users will be the biggest divide in human history. We are seeing the formation of a new aristocracy, the techno-kings. And the rest of us? We are the peasants in the digital kingdom. Let's talk about the death of expertise. You used to pay a lawyer $500 an hour because they knew the law better than you. You paid a coder because they knew Python better than you. But now, expertise is demonetized. It is free. If everyone has access to a GPT-5 level genius in their pocket for $20 a month, then knowing things is no longer a competitive advantage. This creates a terrifying equality. If the smartest person in the room and the laziest person in the room both have the same AI, who wins? The answer is, nobody knows yet. The hierarchy of competence is collapsing, but amidst this gloom, there is a hidden opportunity. A reason to hope. And this is the twist that Silicon SHAKH wants you to remember. When everything is artificial, the real becomes a luxury. Think about coffee. You can get cheap, instant coffee from a machine. But people still pay $5 for a latte made by a human barista. Why? Because we crave connection. We crave the human touch. As AI takes over the technical skills, the coding, the writing, the calculating, the value of human skills will skyrocket. Empathy. Leadership. Negotiation. Caring. A robot can diagnose your illness, but it cannot hold your hand and comfort you while you cry. A robot can write a song, but it cannot perform it on a stage with sweat and passion that makes a crowd scream. The great replacement is actually a filter. It is filtering out the robotic parts of our jobs. We spent the last 100 years acting like machines, doing repetitive tasks, filling out spreadsheets. Now, the machines are taking those jobs back. They are saying, let me be the robot. You go be the human. This is scary because we have forgotten how to be human. We have defined ourselves by our productivity for so long that we don't know how to define ourselves by our humanity. The future belongs to the hybrid human. The person who can dance with the AI but not lose their soul to it. You must use the tools, but do not let the tools use you. Don't try to beat the AI at being smart. You will lose. Try to beat the AI at being alive. In the United States, we are seeing a resurgence of the trades. Plumbing, carpentry, electrical work. These are jobs that require complex, physical movement in chaotic environments. Robots are still terrible at this. The irony is that the blue-collar worker might be the safest person in the economy for the next 20 years, while the white-collar worker faces extinction. So, what should you do? Stop learning to be a hard drive. Stop memorizing facts. The AI knows more facts than you. Start learning to be a conductor. Learn how to connect ideas. Learn how to tell stories. Learn how to understand people. The fear of being useless is a wake-up call. It is telling you that your value does not come from what you produce on a keyboard. Your value comes from your consciousness. Silicon SHAKH predicts that in the next 5 years, we will see a human renaissance. People will pay extra for human-written books. They will pay extra for human-made art. We will create a label, just like organic food, but for digital content. Certified human-made. You are not obsolete. You are just being forced to evolve. The caterpillar has to die for the butterfly to be born. The worker version of you is dying. The creator version of you must rise. In the next episode of The Silicon Shadows, we are going to explore the darkest side of this evolution. We will look at episode 05, The Simulation Hypothesis. If our world is becoming so digital, so controlled, and so artificial, is it possible that we are the AI? Is it possible that this has all happened before? We will dive into the science and the philosophy that suggests our reality might be nothing more than a video game played by a higher intelligence. Thank you for watching Silicon SHAKH.